Hello, my name is Wendy Wilson, and today I will complete a presentation discussing the unethical behaviors of educators. This presentation was done in collaboration with myself, Tabitha Searles, and Jamie Thomas. So let's go ahead and get started. So today we'll discuss three trending topics that's in education. And we'll discuss how school employees are performing inappropriate behaviors, and we'll also discuss ways to protect our students and ourselves. So the three trending topics that I will discuss today will be inappropriate sexual behavior with students, social networking with students, and also cheating of educators on state assessments for students. So let's first talk about the types of inappropriate sexual behavior. These behaviors include dating, sexual conversation, sexual comments or jokes, inappropriate grabbing or touching, and any type of sexual act that's performed on a student or former student that is under the age of 19. So next I will discuss how these acts occur. Next I will discuss how these acts can occur. And pay close attention to this slide, because if you see any of these acts performed on a student by an educator, then more than likely they have an inappropriate relationship happening. Okay, so the first act that you need to look at is inappropriate communication via text message, email, or even in person. So the problem is that teacher sexual misconduct with students is becoming an epidemic. This is so disheartening because parents send their students to school with us to be in a safe environment and to be educated by us. So I recently read an article by the HuffPost, and it stated that there are no federal laws against sexual misconduct of teachers on their students. It also stated that Alabama has the highest rate of educator sexual misconduct with students. What's even more alarming is this, that educators that commit these crimes, they receive little to no consequences for this, and they are even able to find jobs in education after they have committed these crimes. So how is it that we can protect our students? School districts should take preventative measures to help protect our students. They can do this by creating policies and procedures that address personnel sexual misconduct with students. And professional development would also be a way to help prevent these measures as well. In the end, we should provide a safe haven and an environment for our students. The next topic I will discuss in this presentation is social networking with students. Now, social networking can provide ways for teachers and students to collaborate, connect, and share. Even though social networking is a great way to connect with students, we should, as educators, we should use this with care. Educators should set boundaries, because if we don't set boundaries, then this is how inappropriate relationships between teacher and student occurs. Also, students will also have a sense of they are on the same level as us. Another reason why we should create boundaries is because we should be the role models. So throughout my research, I found some do's and don'ts of social networking. So let's go ahead and start with the do's of social networking. All right, so do have two accounts, one for academic conversations and the other for personal use that is set to private. Do be aware of what you post. Another thing you should do is delete any inappropriate comments or posts. You should also be a positive role model. And lastly, you should also include parent in any text conversations. All right, so now for the don'ts of social networking with students. Do not send any friend requests to students. And it's also a good idea not to accept friend requests from your students. Do not post pictures of students on your personal account. Do not post anything that's controversial or offensive. And lastly, only accept student friend requests on school-related accounts. So remember, when used responsibly, social networking is a great tool for teachers to connect, collaborate, and share with their students. I believe that the benefits for social networking can outweigh the disadvantages. All right, so the last topic that I will discuss is educators cheating on state assessments for students. Cheating on standardized tests for students is on the rise. This act can cause a long-term effect for educators and students. Educators believe that they have to cheat because they feel pressured by administration. If teachers don't have students that perform well on these standardized tests, they oftentimes can lose bonuses, even their jobs. Also, their teacher evaluations can be based on students' standardized scores. Educators also cheat because federal funds can be lost because of competition, the possibility of receiving a low grade on the school report card. So, what is cheating? Cheating by educators come in many forms. It can range from subtle coaching of students to manipulating student test scores. So, what can be done about this? In order to reduce the number of cheating incidents, school districts should take preventative measures. They should establish clear guidelines and procedures and focus less on teacher accountability. Thank you for listening to this presentation today. Hope you are able to gain some knowledge from this presentation. Have a great day.